Hey guys, Stephanie here with Hotdog FPV. Today I'm going to show you how to set up and create your own custom goggle strap using our template. So come to whatever product you actually want to create. I'm looking at the 1.5-inch Happy Medium goggle strap. If you scroll down, you'll find that we have a large section just dedicated to FAQ and how to download. So here you'll see the 1.5-inch custom goggle strap template. To download this, just right click on the link and click either Save As or Save Link As depending on your browser. All right, guys, so I did bring this into Inkscape. You can open this file and edit it in any design software that you want, whether that's Photoshop, Illustrator, GIMP, whatever you're most comfortable with. I'm going to design it in Inkscape because I think it's super user-friendly and because it's free to download. So this is the full template just brought in. If you've ever designed our template before, you thought, where's the design layer and where's the bleed layers? We've done away with that to simplify things and just make it easier for everyone to do. So on the bottom left of the template is directions and things to be aware of. So anything that you forget that I tell you today is right here, easy for you to see. On the top here, these gray areas are guides to kind of help you figure out where you should put the bulk of your design. And then these dotted lines represent the actual outline of what you're going to want to design. So on the top left here, you'll notice that this area it's an extra area for fitting the strap. This is not usually seen, and it does vary by head side a little bit, but you don't really want to put anything of value here. Just kind of carry over your background design or background color or pattern. In this main strap area is where you want to put your pilot name, your logos, the bulk of your design that you want people to see when you're wearing the goggle strap. And then over here on the right is what's going to be hidden just a little bit by the battery loop, but you'll still be able to see it. Just, again, I wouldn't put anything that you want seen when you're wearing the strap here. On the battery battery holder loop on the left side, this is a hidden area. We use it just kind of to build the structure of the strap. So you do want to make sure that your color or your pattern carries over on both the left and the right side. Otherwise, you'll just have a blank white oddness that doesn't match the rest of your strap on those areas. But the only part that's actually going to be visible is the part that sits on top of your battery. You'll notice we've told you here this area stretches. We make sure that the goggle battery loop is fit for the battery that you select. So our batteries never fall out of our goggle straps. It's one of the things that we make sure of every single time. We do not recommend putting names here or logos here because when you stretch it over your battery strap, you're going to lose a little bit of the clarity of that image just from the stretch, but also it's going to fold around the left and right side of your battery. It's not a flat surface. So I wouldn't put anything too detailed in this area. Most of my recommendation is going to be to just carry over your color, your pattern, your background on the battery loop and put the rest of the focus of your design in this main strap area. So something to note that I want to make sure you're aware of. This is a 1.5-inch custom strap that I'm designing, but the board or the distance between these two dotted lines is 1.7 inches. I do want you to design the full 1.75 or 1.7 inches, but only 1.5 inches is actually going to be visible on the strap. The reason that we do this is because if we had you just design 1.5 inches, the design would literally stop at the end of the elastic, but the top and bottom edge would still be pure white. You wouldn't have any like smooth edging on that top and the bottom. So we have you design 0.1 inches on top and bottom to make sure that your goggle strap looks really finished. It just gives it a better appearance. But when you're designing this, make sure that you're only putting 1.5 inches of photos or names if you want it fully visible. Some people like to purposely stretch it over. They want it to disappear on the strap. If you're doing that, it's fine. But if you want your top and bottom of your name to be visible, make sure that you're keeping it 1.5 inch. We actually recommend that you do 1.3 inch. We think that this has a cleaner finish just from our experience in designing straps. On the battery holder loop, again, this is 1.2 inches, but the actual elastic is only 1 inch. So again, you're going to have a 0.1 inch overlap or over design on the battery loop. Design it at 1.2 for the battery loop. So I'm going to go ahead and start designing the strap. So I'm going to design just a really basic pilot strap. I'm going to select over here this rectangle tool in the color blue, and then I'm going to start over here at the edge of the dotted line and then bring it over to the other edge of my dotted line. And then I've got the correct size based on the template. Switch colors here to a yellowish gold color. And then I'm just going to repeat that. And if you're using Inkscape, the easiest way to kind of duplicate something is with Control D. Make this nice and big, and then we'll maybe select a more pilot-y font, whatever that means. So you'll notice I have a lot of different fonts on my computer. Different computers have different fonts. So before we finish this file, or after we finish designing the file, before we upload it to the website, we do want to make sure that we export it as a PNG image so that there's no chance of the image getting changed because the font doesn't exist. So I'm going to make this a 1.3 height, kind of center that up. And then I'm going to duplicate this for my battery loop. 1.2 inches in height. Center this. Just kind of line it up to get the same colors. So I am bringing these stripes onto the battery loop, but you'll notice that there's really nothing special about it. If it gets a little bit lost, if it gets a little bit stretched, it's not going to impact the overall design, right? And that's just kind of carrying over that pattern like we were talking about earlier. So that's going to kind of appear up here, okay? Now that the file is complete, we want to export it into a PNG file so that there's no chance of our image being changed after it uploaded and reopened onto another computer. So go to File, Export PNG Image. Over here on the right, this is going to pop up with all of your information. Go ahead and hit Control A. That's going to select the entire design, and then make sure the selection box is selected here. We're going to change, it'll say image size. Don't adjust the image size, but it'll say pixels at. And we actually want to change that from whatever low DPI is currently there to 300. And then click Export As. This will allow you to select where you're going to save the file to. And then after you've selected where to save the file, click Export. This will export the file. And that completes our design process. Once you have it designed, the next step is to come back to the website. Come on over, you're going to say who designed it. If you designed the template, you're going to select I downloaded and completed a strap template. If you want us to design it, or if you're only uploading images and not a completed template, then you're going to want to say I want Hotdog FPV to design the strap for me. Here's a $20 fee. The notes to maker is primarily for people that are having us design it. This is where you're going to put in, this is what I would like. Also, we have a very conservative policy when it comes to copyright. So you do have to guarantee that you are the lawful owner or the authorized user of any current content and images that you've submitted on your design. If you're using an Emacs logo, a TinyWhip logo, if you're using any logo for anyone in the industry, we're gonna email you and we're gonna say, hey, we need proof that you were allowed to use this image. We very much respect other people's designs, other people's names, other people's trademarks and copyright. That is their property. So you need to ask if you can use it, because we are not going to print it if you have not received permission. We do want to see permission from that. Then come here, choose your file. Select whatever file you're going to upload. Put that there. How many are you ordering? And then add that to your cart, and it's automatically, oh, battery option, sorry. Select your battery size. We do custom fit these batteries for you. If you are using one of these tiny, like Tattoo 2500 milliamp batteries, please note that the battery loop was built for the 1800 battery. The Tattoo battery is significantly smaller. So the area that was designated on the template and said, hey, this is the area that's visible, is going to be smaller for a Tattoo than an 1800. Select your battery loop size. We can also do the extension cable if you have an extension cable. Again, there's not going to be much designed onto the battery loop, but you still want to do it so it's not just white, okay? Then you've uploaded it and you're going to add it to your cart, and now you're ready for checkout. It is that easy. And there's a ton of information down here, frequently asked questions about our straps and turnaround times and things like that. So thank you so much for watching.